You know, I was hoping to have a nice relaxing family day, but we got some new Andre Drummond rumors to talk about. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Raps Report, a podcast where I talk about the Raptors and the NBA. I'm your host, Luca Rosano, and we got some new Andre Drummond rumors to talk about and speculate. A report came from Shams Charania, and he tweeted out saying that the Raptors and Cavaliers are engaged in active talks on potential Andre Drummond deal to Toronto, Tampa, per sources. And then he wrote about it more over at The Athletic. Now, this is actually a week later from when initial reports suggested that the Raptors were one of many teams interested in Andre Drummond, and that was reported by Kevin O'Connor of The Ringer. But then, after that initial tweet from Shams went down, Woj tweeted this out. Cleveland is starting to gauge the market on Andre Drummond, but there are no serious ongoing trade discussions with any team now, sources tell ESPN. So, you got one report from Shams saying that the Raptors are in active talks, and then Woj basically blocked that report, saying that there isn't anything of significance going on right now. And I now want to take you through some other tweets from Raptors reporters who have been covering this team for many, many years, and some reporters who I respect, just to give their input on all of these Andre Drummond trade rumors. The first one is from Doug Smith. He tweeted out, "Definitely be an upgrade in Toronto, but finding the $25 million or so in salary to ship out without gutting the team while still satisfying Cleveland strikes me as problematic. But then again, that's why Masai and Bobby get the big bucks." And then Doug Smith went on to say, "I will go back to what an NBA advanced scout who I greatly respect told me about Andre Drummond. He can get you 30 and 20 and have no impact on the game." And then going to the opinion of Josh Lewinberg of TSN, he tweeted this out. "The Raptors haven't had anything more than exploratory conversations regarding Drummond, I'm told. There's interest, and he would obviously address a glaring need, but matching salary would be difficult and likely mean giving up more than they're willing to part with." And then finally, this time coming from Sportsnet basketball reporter Michael Grange, he tweeted this. "My sense is that to the extent the Raptors have had discussions regarding Drummond, there is no traction at the moment. Cavs have every incentive to drive a market for the pending free agent, and Raptors have a need. So easy to connect dots, but fit is awkward. Nothing to see here, in my opinion." And I do agree with Grange's point here of the fit being kind of awkward, because you look at the money that Andre Drummond is making, guys. To get a deal done, Raptors would almost have to be stretching here, and this move would almost reek of desperation if the Raptors put something together last minute just to get Drummond for half a season. We already know Kyle Lowry for Drummond is a horrible idea, and I really don't think the Raptors would do that to Kyle Lowry or trade Kyle Lowry to get Drummond. So then other than that, it really is hard to find matching salaries to make this deal work. I mean, the only other deal that you can see work based on salaries, which wouldn't make a lot of sense, is if you shipped over Bane, Stanley Johnson, Norman Powell, and a Patrick McCaw. Will the Raptors really want to give all that for, again, half a season of Andre Drummond and a player who, you know, he's had his fair share of great moments, but he hasn't had much of an impact during his career so far? So this is a tough situation because the Raptors clearly need to fill that void at the center position, and we saw how much they've been killed by teams who have a traditional center, Karl Anthony Towns, and we're going to see how badly this team's going to get beat up when they got to go against Joel Embiid, Brook Lopez, Giannis Antetokounmpo. So the Raptors need a center, but is there a better option out there? Do the Raptors necessarily need to explore this Andre Drummond route? I don't think so. And again, because Drummond is making so much money, a deal is almost hard to grasp here. Are the Raptors going to give up Norman Powell and, key pieces like Stanley Johnson to get Drummond? I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. I would rather the Raptors explore other opportunities, other routes, and see if you could get a cheaper option, a more feasible option, to give you a center for the remainder of the season. So it's interesting to see how this is going to all play out. Obviously, people have their opinions. A lot of people are in favor of this. A lot of people are not in favor of this. Let me know what you think of this, guys. Do you think a deal is going to surface? Do you think something's going to get done? I do believe the Raptors are actively trying to upgrade their center position. Does that mean they will trade for Drummond? No, but we could see a deal get done. If not Drummond, somebody else. So it's only a matter of, what's going to happen, who's going to be involved, who are the Raptors going to get in return. But I will say this. If a deal at this point with Andre Drummond does come to fruition, I'd be kind of shocked. Because I just don't see Masai Ujiri, Bobby Webster parting ways with so many key pieces to get a guy that is an unknown at the end of the day. He's not a guaranteed player or doesn't have a guaranteed track record compared to when you traded for a Marc Gasol. You knew what you were going to get from Marc Gasol. With Andre Drummond, you don't know what you're going to get sometimes. So it is a huge gamble. And I think this is a big gamble, too big of a gamble that, Masai Ujiri would make here. So interesting stuff. I'm going to be monitoring it all day, trying to stay off social media today. I made that promise to myself, but how can I, do that with all of this news reported and all of these new rumors surfacing? So let me know what you think, guys. Do you think something's going to get done? Do you think this is just fluff and, based on some of the following tweets from that Shams tweet, it would suggest that this is, nothing to see here. But again, I thought I would do a video on this. I thought I would report the latest rumors surrounding the Toronto Raptors and Andre Drummond. So what do you think, guys? Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. I'm still so pissed off about what happened in that game against the Timberwolves. I dropped a video on that, just talking about the current state of the Raptors right now and what's going to happen and where do they go from here. Go check out that show I dropped late last night if you haven't already. And keep connecting with me, guys, on social media. If you guys want to talk about this further, my DMs are open. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's TikTok. And lastly, consider becoming a channel member today. You can help support this channel on a monthly basis. Hit that join button for All-Star and Superstar memberships. You get custom perks and emojis, and you help support this channel of ours. Listen to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and I will catch you all again tomorrow night when the Raptors take on the Milwaukee Bucks, and that is going to be a tough matchup for them, especially with Aaron Baines playing center. We will see how the Raptors look following their worst loss of the season, to which they were embarrassed and beaten by the worst team in the NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's it for me, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Until next time, be great and stay blessed. Peace.